stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Look at the beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car.
Well, hey, this weekend I had the chance to visit my son Tom, and we got to test drive a couple of other electric vehicles. So you guys know I'm a Chevy Bolt EUV owner, and I'm really excited about the Bolt as kind of a value full electric vehicle for around the city. Tom, you've got an interest in electric vehicles and are shopping. What are the priorities for you in an electric vehicle?
Sure. I think one of the key things would be, when looking to replace a car with an electric vehicle, it would be my only car. So looking for city driving, highway driving, ability to get around in the snow, all-wheel drive, just comfortable taking it anywhere, as well as having lots of room too. Okay.
And so, as opposed to me, who's got kind of a city car, and I still have some ICE vehicles, if we need to go on a long road trip, this is need to be an all-round solution for you. So you mentioned a couple things. Tell me a little bit about other priorities that you've got.
Sure. So I think range would be a big one, as well as the ability to fast charge. Obviously, having lots of room to take stuff with you. Yeah.
And not just fast charge, but fast charge quickly.
Yep.
Right. All right. Well, so this weekend, Tom let me very graciously come along with him on a couple of test drives.
The first is a Ford Mach E, and the second is a Genesis GV60.
They were really good cars, very exciting. So here's a short take and a short review of the Ford and the Genesis, and we'll give you our quick impressions after the review. The first car we test drove was the Mustang Mach E 4X. The model we test drove was the premium trim, kind of the middle of their lineup. This is a four-door SUV, certainly though borrowing on the heritage of their pony car namesake. It's a very sporty and aggressive looking car, but it does have a lot of room and the practicality of a hatchback. Underneath the storage area in the back, you'll find an inflation kit, which is common on most modern cars as opposed to the spare tire nowadays. A lot of room in that back, and when you fold the rear seats down, you can carry things like skis or golf clubs, whatever you need. The doors are electric and are operated with a push button. The driver's door has a small little handle that you pull it out with as well. Inside, it's very comfortable for 4 adults. There are 3 seat belts in the back, certainly very comfortable for 4 adults. The startup screen greets you with the Mustang logo. As you can see, there's plenty of room once we get in the cabin for the 2 adults up front. The big sky roof gives the car a really open feel. You don't feel closed in or in a cave or anything in this car. There's a large screen in the middle, and then a center console with the gear selector, and then there's a specific smaller screen with the key driver information right in front of the driver. A couple of things we noted about the Mustang. It was very solid feeling. It was certainly very quiet inside, and it was intuitive to figure out how to use the interfaces. This is the window sticker of the car that we test drove. As you can see, it was the premium model, so it had a lot of options. The most significant option was the extended battery, which pushed the price up to $59,000, but gave it a range of 290 miles. Yeah. So there's the charging.
Give her a little zip one, see what you...
Yeah, it'll go.
You're supposed to be in unbridled mode.
So yeah, we are unbridled, yeah.
Yeah, this is...
Yeah.
I'm not joking.
Well, like all electric cars, it did have a lot of get up and go. This was a summary here of the battery specifics that, similar to my Chevy, provides detail on how much energy we use during the drive. The system is equipped with cameras that show you forward and a 360-degree view of the car when you're in low speed. So I had my seat set back pretty far.
Yeah, it's good.
And you've still got lots of room.
Yeah.
How's your headroom?
It's good.
It's good, and you got that big glass?
Yeah.
Okay. The Mustang does have nice sporty styling and a cool retro nod with the way the taillights go in sequence. The Mach E has the standard CCS charging port, which allows it to charge on level 1 and 2, and then DC fast charge is available as well. On a level 2 charger, it would take 7 hours approximately to charge the battery, but noting you're getting 290 miles capacity. At a fast charge, at 107 kilowatts per hour, it would take 41 minutes to go from 10% to 80%, which is twice as fast as my Chevy Bolt. One neat feature the Mustang has that I don't have in my Chevy Bolt is a front trunk, or a frunk as they call it. It's not very large, but certainly would allow you to have a backpack or a briefcase or store some things in this front area. We enjoyed our chance to test drive the Mach E. It really is a neat car and a very good EV choice. It does look like inventories have improved from where they were a year ago. This was a large dealer in Madison, Wisconsin. In late September, they had 6 in inventory and in stock, and I do believe there are some incentives right now that Ford's offering on financing for Mustang Mach E. The next car we test drove was a Genesis GV60. Similarly, it is a 4-door hatchback, all-wheel drive, fully electric car. Instead of push buttons to get into the door handles open up when you approach the car with the key fob. It is a sleek, modern look. It is similar to the Hyundai Ioniq 6, which is a very well-regarded fully electric car. I would say the Genesis is an upscale luxury version of that Hyundai Ioniq. Genesis is a little smaller than the Mach E. The cargo space behind the first seat, when the rear seat's folded down, is 54 cubic feet as opposed to 59.7 with the Mach E. The differences in these two cars starts to show really in the interior. The Genesis is equipped with a lot of luxury options, and they have kind of a different approach to the dash. Instead of one large screen in the middle, it's an extension of the dash across with physical buttons for things like heated seats and temperature controls. Very fine stitching, suede, very, very unique features on the inside.
And then you hold these, this is all the safety features. You can come in here and access this to like just the sound or actual assist and seat. That's like, okay, this is so cool. You put in your information, and
the ergonomic seat option allows you to enter your height and weight and inseam, and then it automatically configures the seat.
And then now it's saying like, okay, let's recommend you a seat.
Okay.
And the weirdest thing is, you may not like it right now.
Oh, that's good.
I promise you, when you come back, you're gonna be like, wow, this is nice.
That is very cool. I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
There are a lot of configurable options on the user interface. The nice thing is you can access it through the touchscreen or through the spin wheel located right in the console.
This is going to be your gear, right? So
yeah.
when it's off, it's the crystal ball.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
And then that crystal ball has the green from the stitchings on the interior green. And when you turn it back on, it takes you back to the gear.
Oh, that's very cool. I've never seen that.
Yeah.
This was the performance model of the GV60, so it had the extra boost button to allow a quicker acceleration.
And on comfort mode, if you just, you know, it's
still responsive.
So responsive.
Yeah. I like the blind spot control.
Tom's pointing out there is the minute you turn your turn signal, a portion of the driver display changes to show you the camera view of the side, to show you any vehicles that might be in your blind spot.
And that's when
you can push the boost button. I want to see the boost button get pushed. Very, very cool interface. Can that be on a nav? Is there a button to make that other screen be a nav?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
right
there
here.
it is. Okay.
And I'll give you the speed limit here as well.
That's nice. Yep.
And then we'll get off at this exit.
Are you in one pedal mode, Tom?
So it's not a
on or off thing. I'm at level 2 of up to level 4.
So you can, when you go to iPaddle, that's one paddle.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, you can kind of choose how one your pedal is, right? So this is more.
If you do one more, it's going to be the strongest. Yeah.
So now it's one. Okay. Yeah.
Boost when you're straight.
Okay, makes sense.
It's the same as my Corvette, Tom. You can't punch it unless it's straight.
Now you can hit the boost, and then really just push it, and then really punch it.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I like that.
He's a little conservative about
He is. That's.
It's still like
Wow. That gave you a lot of.
It did.
The Genesis definitely had a luxury feel to it, with the stitching on the interior, sun visors, the way the vents were, chargers in the back seat, and just the look and feel of the car.
Is the heads-up display in color?
No, it's a white.
Okay.
The heads-up display allows you to project information translucently on the windscreen, so you don't need to look down at the instruments to see critical data.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
This is the window sticker of the Genesis that we drove. It was the Performance Edition, and it had a list price of $71,000. It had a range of 235 miles. A button on the key fob unlocks the charging port, and the Genesis has the CCS standard level 1, 2, and DC fast charge port. The Genesis GV60 can charge at a maximum of 350 kilowatts, so if you're at a DC fast charger that can go that fast, you could recharge this battery from 10% to 80% in just 18 minutes. Well, you've seen the clips from the test drives that we took. It was a lot of fun, and both cars were really impressive. So, Tom, what were your feelings or kind of your review of the two that we test drove?
Sure. For the Mach E, I think the main kind of takeaway I had for it was just very smooth feel, very clean feel. The drive felt smooth. It was quiet. It was not busy, but it was easy to do what you wanted in terms of all of the navigation of buttons and all the systems on the car. So yeah, it felt like a very good option. Felt robust. Felt really comfortable.
Perfect. And how about the Genesis then? We test drove it second. What did you think of it?
Yeah, I think for the Genesis, the thing that stood out for me is when you're getting a car, oftentimes you might think about just the performance as a car, but it had a lot of other things too in terms of just easy navigation, really easy to use their interface and infotainment center to do what you wanted. Very comfortable car. Really like the kind of comfort level of the car there. But yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. On both of them, I liked the sportiness of the exterior of the Ford. I thought it looked cool. It looked aggressive. And it was really neat. I was pretty jazzed about it. And then we drove the Genesis second, and I was blown away by the interior and the cool integration of the driver experience. The thing that really I thought was cool was the sizing of the electric seat specifically to your height and size. And then when you hit the boost button on the Genesis, that was a pretty special moment. So they were both very impressive. So are you ready to write a check? Are you going to buy one of these?
Not quite yet. Still looking at options. I think it's a lot of options out there and a lot of different places to choose from. So yeah, still looking, but definitely interested in making the switch to electric. Just want to make the right choice there.
Perfect. Well, I'm sure having a lot of fun vicariously riding along with him as he does his investigation. So we'll keep you posted and let you know what the next EV is in the whole Ford fleet here. So, all right. Thanks for watching.